Today is Tuesday, I think. Every day seems to be running together. And we've just finished up at court just a little while ago. I want to give you an update, but I want to make a personal statement first, and I hope you guys will bear with me as I do so. But I feel that it's really important that I make this statement. I do not support the Blue ISIS groups. I am not anti-police. I have family members who are police officers. I have family members who are first responders. I have family members, sons, son-in-laws who serve in the military branches of our military, and I have son-in-laws that serve in the National Guard. I really believe there are really good people in these different job categories, officers, and people who serve in our military. I know that there is a problem with the training in our police departments across this country. I believe that they train these good people to do things and respond in ways that maybe are reactionary. And I wish for a change and modification in our training procedures, also in our policy procedures. I think that's where the root of the problem is, because I know that there are good men and women that are serving in these different categories in our police departments and in our FBI. And I just believe that it's a systemic problem. I also believe that there is corruption in our police departments and in our FBI. And that's the reason that I'm here. That's the reason I am here for this trial for Joseph Astarita. Because we believe that there was a cover-up. Had the Deschutes County Sheriff's Department not found the discrepancy in how many shots were fired, we wouldn't even be here. Nobody would be investigating those 2 shots that were not accounted for and that the officers took no responsibility for. You know, I've sat here in this trial and I've watched day in and day out. I've watched officers searching for things on the ground, compromising a crime scene, which was testified by the trainers that was breaking protocol. You know, what I would like to see is integrity restored to these agencies, to these people whom we put in these positions to serve and protect us. They need to be above reproach, right? We need to be able to trust them if they're going to have these types of positions. And I understand that they are putting their lives on the line in certain instances, but not in every instances. We don't need a bunch of men tacked out all the time coming to assist in a dispute or a problem. There needs to be retraining. I also need to say that my family and myself do not support hate speech towards any of the officers that are involved in the shooting of my husband. We don't support that kind of behavior. That's not how I handle things. That's not how my husband Lavoy would have handled things. And I know that he would support me in saying this. We need to act responsibly. And I just don't think that spewing a bunch of hate and threats is what you should be doing. I don't believe you should do that in any circumstance. I do not advocate that. I've made some notes so I wouldn't forget what I wanted to cover, so I hope you guys will bear with me. You know, I've made some comments lately about our First and Second Amendment rights and how I feel about them. Well, I want to, reiterate what I think and feel. I believe that our First Amendment and our Second Amendment rights are with us wherever we go. We should not be herded into First and Second Amendment zones. That is ridiculous. That is not what the founders had intended for us. And we should stand up against that. And I did a little bit of research. I did some talking to the Patriot Prayer Group that was here because I thought it was ridiculous. I was out of town. I came back. I heard about the incident here, and I thought, wow, that's just Second Amendment zone. Oh no, here we go all over again, because that's what they did in Bunkerville. They set up a First Amendment zone. That's what got all the people from across this country spurred into action to go stand there to begin with. Those rights are ours wherever we go. And I was comforted to hear that the Patriot Prayer Group didn't put up with that, that they did not go into those, you know, Second Amendment zones and have their rights violated. So good on ya. Enough of that. That's just what I needed to say and to get out there, because there's just been so much scuttlebutt about it. But thank you. Thank you for supporting me, everyone. Thank you for being here for me and my family. I appreciate it. I know we're all unique individuals, and we all think and feel different things at different times. And that's what's great about America, right? Today's trial, it was the defense's turn. The defense's turn. They put on 4 expert witnesses, a ballistic expert, a ballistic shooting scene reconstructionist. They put on an automotive tech expert, and they put on an engineer, a 3D tech engineer from Canada. And then Astarita began his direct testimony. I was really surprised at one of the expert witnesses, the gentleman from Canada, Eugene Licio. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce his last name. I'm butchering it, I know. But he sent a text to one of the people on the defense team saying, and I quote to some degree here, quote, "No big deal. Those bullets didn't kill anyone. Isn't this just a big waste of time and resources? Astarita seems like an honest bloke," end quote. I was like shocked. This is what their expert witness is saying before he even does the analysis, before he even testifies. He's already biased. I was shocked. Because again, the reason I'm here is to hold these individuals accountable. Somebody took those 2 shots. Somebody is lying, if not a lot of them are lying. It looks, as I've sat here day in and day out, that there is more than one person responsible for those shots because they're covering it up. It's a conspiracy at this point. And if Joseph Astarita is not convicted of this, let's hope that they will investigate further and bring charges of conspiracy, because there's certainly evidence for that. Well, again, thank you so very much, and God bless you all. I hope to get to meet some of you personally as I'm traveling around with Lavoie Dead Man Talking, episode 1 of the documentary series that we're putting on. It really tells the story from Lavoie's point of view and from his own perspective. Thank you. God bless. And we'll be back tomorrow because Astarita is back on the stand, and I imagine he'll take most of the day between finishing his direct testimony and cross. And God bless. Bye.